And that was just the thing, like, after... Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah. What up? We're still talking about pandas and how I'm apparently sexist.
We haven't talked about pandas in a little bit, but...
So this isn't the official panda talk channel. You want games and talk about pandas? You got us.
Welcome to the Panda Cast, everybody. Episode 3002.
It just kind of reminds me of Critical's podcast, where every time they get a character, I think for every guest they've had, except Triotic, who was on there this recent episode, they've asked him to share a masturbation story. Like the official podcast that Critical host.
Penguin. Death by Penguin.
Oh, freaking hell! Now it just starts going up there. Like, they started having everyone share a story about masturbation. By the way, like, any of y'all want a good podcast to listen to that's not the good old gamers, I definitely recommend Official Podcast. Funny guys. Don't know him personally, but Andrew messaged me back on Twitter one time, and he was a cool guy. Anyways, my favorite YouTuber, don't judge me.
I'm still, my favorite YouTuber is still Danny.
Yeah, Danny great. Yeah, like, I'll still stick to Critical's my favorite. Just, I like their group dynamic a lot. They're a funny group to listen to. Critical's funny by himself, but when he's playing with them and you can tell he's just genuinely having fun, it's great to listen to.
I can't imagine that this series isn't going to go on for anything less than 40 or 50 episodes.
Oh, yeah, we're having the time of our lives here. Me and Brad do this for fun.
I'm having so much fun.
I'm so excited.
Don't know the joy I'm feeling right now.
Every day is an existential struggle.
Nobody exists on purpose.
Regardless,
You're gonna have to, like, move your foot away, Heath. I'm thinking about snakes. Touching my leg.
I'm sorry, Mr. Harper.
Hatcher. Is Mr. Hatcher, not Harper.
They're both unnatural sounding names to me.
Tonight's the night that I will fuck Mr. Hatcher.
I apologize for all Harpers and Hatchers out there. Well, that's a plausible nickname, because it could be given to a name that, like, has a hatchery or has a farm or something like that.
No, I was kind of spaced out for a minute, waiting on stuff to move.
Yeah, that's basically why I died that last time. Then the penguin just flew out of nowhere, and it's like, well, darn. This is how I die. But anyways, but yeah, Andrew had a story on how he successfully sucked his own dick. And that started a chain of masturbation stories.
Good for him.
Yep, he did it. A man finally done it. We will someday not need women anymore.
I mean, if your wiener is big enough. Imagine, like, Aaron off of Game Grumps is right, where if you were to get surgery to remove those two bottom ribs, you could do it.
Yeah, that's what I hear a lot, that, like, it's only the ribs getting in the way.
Yeah.
But even still, like, Andrew brought up, he basically said the point in the conversation.
It's amazing that... Go ahead.
Andrew Rugby's basically brought up the idea behind it, why I'd never be into it, because he said, like, it's more like sucking a dick than sucking your own dick. I'm like, yes, that's my problem with it. That's gross.
I don't really care.
If you don't care, you'll just, like,
I'd J-O in my mouth all day long. That was really interesting, though, that you brought that up, because that was going to be the topic I was thinking of bringing up today, was do you J-O often? And do you do it near an open window? Just wondering, for taking a poll.
The blinds stay shut at my house 24/7, friend.
It's like, do you ever You got any, I'm just looking for a bro to use my crystals and JO with.
Your crystals?
You don't remember that? There's this guy, who went on like Craigslist and posted, he's looking for a bro that he can JO with.
Just like...
He's got some JO crystals.
Is that like just a pseudoscience, like healing crystals crap, but for
that?
Yeah,
it helps you get harder longer, and if you got somebody else in the room with you, it helps them and you get harder longer. Oh man, you almost did it on first time.
Alright. When you want to send some good vibes to your PP,
Yeah, you gotta speak up, because that whispering crap you did before didn't even pick up.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know what you said.
Oh, darn it. I was just basically like... What was it? I'll go on random cryotic sprees, and I've been watching like his, I started watching his ASMR videos, so I was basically making fun of them, because I think they're one of the dumbest genres on YouTube.
I just basically watch, like, mostly just Game Grumps nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like straight off of, good job. I've kind of straight off the path of everyone else I watch.
Yeah, I just... ASMRs are so dumb to me, and I was trying to make fun of them. Like, because there's ASMR for everything, and for whatever reason there's people that watch them just because there's attractive women doing it. Like, I know there's like a robbery ASMR, it's like, why? There's a few of those.
Wait.
But yeah, I was watching that, PewDiePie was making fun of ASMRs too, and it was like...
That was a while back, I think.
Yeah, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna make fun of some ASMRs. And, so I was just basically blowing out my butt, whatever was coming to mind on the mic, and yeah, that didn't do nothing. I'm so disappointed in myself. For those who want context, every time Arcanine takes a bathroom break, I just started whispering sweet nothings into the mic.
Yes, emphasis on whispering.
Tried so hard,
Oh god.
got so far.
Shut up. Fuck you, Penguin.
Grape Coon didn't do nothing to deserve this. It's only when the Roomba's there I get nervous.
So, have you played Dark Souls 3? You seen it?
I got the... oh yeah, when I actually played, I only got to, like, the Great Wall of whatever the fuck it is.
China?
I don't know, it was like the area after you get,
You got to the high wall.
yeah. Like the area right after you get back to Firelink.
So,
I just played for a little bit. It's fun, I just haven't sat down to dedicate my time to it.
So, there's this giant who's like a main boss in the game called Yorm.
Yeah.
And you have to go through this part where you run into this room. You get this sword that's in the back. It's like a tornado sword.
Oh yeah, doesn't that like break the boss basically?
Yeah, it's just an easy boss basically.
Yeah, like, because I've heard like he's super hard unless you know to grab the sword.
You just gotta jump. You can't walk back on the ice.
It's
ice.
Shouldn't be able to jump on ice any easier than you should be able to walk on it.
You're in a lot of life.
Yeah, I was going for a Faith Knight build. Well, the Pyromancer. I was a Faith Knight in 2. I was trying to be a Pyromancer in that one. Because Pyromancer was like my favorite class from 1.
I gotta get Anthony over here so we can finish Dark Souls Deprived.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot. I need to, I just need to beat another Souls game. The only one
I beat, and anyone who knows what I'm talking about isn't gonna think it's amazing or anything. I beat, Sith, the Great Wolf or whatever, like last night.
Hey, nice.
I was really happy with myself.
Nice.
It only took, I got him on like the second try.
Oh, I get you. I mean, that's a satisfying feeling. I beat the first boss in Dark Souls 3 first try, and I was happy about it.
Oh yeah, but my point, so we're going to fight Yorm. I beat the game multiple times, so I have multiple of these tornado swords. But I cleaned out my inventory and I put them all up, and I forgot to go pick one up. So unless I want to like Tyler's like co-oping with me, unless I want to go through the game, like go back to the bonfire, make him leave, go get my tornado sword out of the organized storage box and everything, then I've got to just run in there, get the tornado sword, and then get out, or like fight him with it. So basically Tyler's supposed to be the distraction, since we don't want to like waste all that time going and getting my swords I already have. So I'm on New Game Plus 6, which the scaling's kind of crap in Dark Souls, but I'm level 325 and Tyler's level 150 something. So he runs in there after me. I go get the sword, and he runs in there to distract him, and Yorm hits him twice and kills him. Meanwhile, I can't switch to that tornado sword because it's taken too long, and I can't use the menu that fast. So my heart's racing like 100 beats per minute while Yorm's like coming after me. And since I was in Tyler's world before this, I just went ahead and took my coiled sword fragment, which like your permanent homeward bone, off of my quick select. So I'm just sitting in there running through Yorm's legs waiting on him to get messed up so I can just go through there. And it took like maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Fuck this. Wait a minute.
Yeah, well, the only Dark Souls game I've actually beaten is Bloodborne. So I just need to sit down and actually beat one of the games.
I mean, the Soulborne series?
Yeah. Well, regardless, the only one I've beaten, like, made by From Software is that one. But Dark Souls, like, because when I owned Dark Souls 2, it was on Xbox, and since I sold it, I don't have it anymore, so I haven't got a chance to play it again. And I'm not sure what happened to my copy of Shadow of the Colossus, but I had it at one point. And yeah, just roommate's got a DS3 on his PS4, and I just haven't sat down and played it.
I have Dark Souls 3 for the PS4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
I was about to say, that'd be a very weird time when Japan would put a game on Xbox One, but not PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Times are changing.
Times are changing. Man. We'll see all you in the next episode. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, dudes.